Donald Trump just won the White House, fully controls the Senate, and is rapidly closing in on control of the House. If he does in fact succeed in taking the House as well, he'll have all the conditions he'll need to extend his own tax cuts that he pushed through under budget reconciliation in 2017. And that's precisely what tax and policy experts believe that he'll do. This is a huge opportunity for retirees who are looking to take advantage of near historically low tax rates to execute a Roth Conversion strategy. Prior to Trump's election, the Trump tax cuts were set to expire at the end of 2025. The highly vaunted 22% tax bracket would have become 25, and the 24 would have become 28. Still good, but not nearly as low as what we've been experiencing over the last 7 years. Through budget reconciliation, however, Trump needs just a simple majority in the House and Senate to be able to extend his tax cuts for another 8 years through 2032. And that, I think, is precisely what we're likely to see. And this is great news because many people were so motivated to beat the 2026 deadline that they were trying to execute their entire Roth conversion strategy by that date. In the process, they were rising into the 32, 35, or even the 37% tax bracket. This, of course, was a massive mistake that will come back to haunt them. When you pay a higher tax rate than you really need to, you run out of money prior to when you otherwise would. But the Roth conversion landscape looks to be radically transformed now that Trump is back in power with an apparent mandate from the American people. Now Americans will be able to stretch that tax obligation out over a full 9 years. We're talking the full tax year of 2025 and then 8 years beyond that. When it comes to Roth conversion strategy, I've always said that you need to convert your money slowly enough that you don't rise into a tax bracket that gives you heartburn, but quickly enough that you get all the heavy lifting done before tax rates go up for good. With Trump taking full control of the levers of power, this looks like it's going to get a lot easier to do. Now, there is a downside to all of this. According to the Nonpartisan Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget, extending the Trump tax cuts through 2032 would add about $5 trillion to the national debt over that time frame. So while all Americans would enjoy lower tax brackets during the intervening 8 years, the fix on the back end will be all the more austere and draconian. In fact, experts, including former Comptroller General of the federal government David Walker, Dr. Larry Kolikoff out of Boston University, investors Ray Dalio and Stanley Druckenmiller, and others, have increasingly predicted that due to the exploding national debt, tax rates will have to rise dramatically, or we go broke as a nation. In fact, a recent Penn Wharton study has warned that if we don't right our fiscal ship of state by 2040, that no combination of raising taxes or reducing spending will arrest the financial collapse of our nation. By the way, that warning was issued well before Trump's election. Given the additional $5 trillion of debt that Trump tax cuts would engender, I'm sure their warnings will be all the more dire. This should give you even more motivation to take advantage of an extension of the Trump tax cuts. Remember, every year that goes by where you fail to take advantage of historically low tax rates is potentially a year beyond 2032 when you could be forced to pay some of the highest tax rates we'll see in our lifetime. In short, Trump's re-election and likely control of both houses of Congress is poised to provide Americans an unprecedented opportunity to take advantage of 8 more years of historically low tax rates. This is especially critical for pre-retirees and retirees who are looking to shield their retirement savings from a predicted spike in tax rates in the future. Including the year 2025, Americans would have a total of 9 years over which to spread the tax obligation on their Roth conversions. And by staying in lower tax rates along the way, you keep more of your hard-earned retirement savings and dramatically increase the likelihood that your money will last as long as you do. Folks, my upcoming book, The Guru Gap, How America's Financial Gurus Are Leading You Astray and How to Get Back on Track, is now available for pre-order on Amazon. Take the opportunity to order your copy today. By the way, in the next 10 years, I'm looking to put 1 million Americans on the road to the 0% tax bracket. If you would like some help implementing a balanced, comprehensive approach to tax-free retirement that shields you from the impact of higher taxes down the road, head on over to davemcknight.com and click on the Connect with an Advisor button. I'm happy to refer you to an advisor in the Power Zero network that has been trained, vetted, and qualified personally by me. If you're a financial professional and want to learn how to become a certified Power Zero advisor, head over to powerzero.com and opt into my free video series. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to drop them into the comment section below. I'll respond to every single one of them personally. And don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the bell so you never miss a video. This is David McKnight. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.